got to be kidding me. They expect me to do what? Hello, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Angelise, registered dietitian and your guilt-free eating guide. Now, I'm sure you've heard all the raving about Adele and her weight loss and how great she looked on SNL. So I wanted to dive into what did she actually do? How did she lose the weight? Before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, so that way you'll be notified, the first to be notified when I put out a new video. Let's hop in. It was created by Aidan Goggins and Glenn Matten, and they created a book called the Sirtfood diet. And in this book, they have lots of claims, but especially the claim to fame is 7 pounds in 7 days. They're claiming that you can lose 7 pounds in 7 days, which is shocking to me. As well as, not only are you going to lose those 7 pounds in 7 days, but you're going to retain your muscle mass. You're going to improve your memory. You're going to have better control of your blood sugars and reduce chronic diseases and have anti-aging properties. This sounds like a wonder diet. I don't know how in the world they think this is going to happen, but okay, we're going to keep going. I'm going to reserve my judgment. When they talk about the research that this diet was based on, they say that it relies on a small group of polyphenols that can mimic the effects of fasting and exercise through activating our sirtuin, I think that's how you pronounce it, or our skinny genes. Now, I've taken extensive classes and I've never heard of skinny genes, but we'll come back to that. Anyway, they also say that the foods that are highest in the levels of these powerful sirtuin activating polyphenols are referred to as the newly discovered group of wonder foods called Sirtfoods. So this is where the diet gets its name, that it's a group of polyphenols and they are in these foods that are recommended all throughout the diet. In their studies, they claim that there's a study on the Sirtfood rich Mediterranean diet, which I don't actually doubt that it's rich in Sirtfoods. I think that it's absolutely amazing. The Mediterranean diet is something that's been talked about for years, to be heart healthy, to be just a great overall diet to follow. Because it reduces heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and any kind of early death. So basically they're trying to link the Sirtfood diet with the Mediterranean diet. So all in all, I'm just going to give you my opinion on this first part. We'll come back to it, but I have to give you this right now. It's great that the Sirtfood diet is based on science. That is great. But the rest is just a diet. Why do we have to follow a diet just because foods are rich in polyphenols and they have these great qualities? So we need to take out the rest of the food so we can add the good food? Really? Is that what you really think? And it's really disappointing because this diet was created by, I believe it was a dietitian and a pharmacist. So for some reason, they just thought that that was a great idea, but not so much. So again, I will say that the research is accurate. The sirtuins are actually being researched more as a treatment for obesity, really. It's helping to reduce the excess accumulation of the adipose tissue, aka fat, in the abdominals and the thighs, wherever it might gather for you, but it is being looked at as a viable way to help with weight loss and to avoid obesity. So all in all, it is scientifically sound to be including these foods in our diet. But then again, as I said, being a diet itself is the real problem here. But anyway, I digress. Hey guys, Editor Angelise here. So I realized that I mentioned diet a few times throughout this video, and I just wanted to be very, very clear. When I'm talking about adding things to our diet, I'm talking about what we eat normally, our regular meals. I do my best to not use that word to confuse you guys, because as a dietitian, through our training, we were taught to use that word for what we eat normally as our diet, but there's also restrictive diets. So they're two separate things. I'm not talking about any sort of restriction, just wanted to be clear. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Bye. Let's hop back into talking about this actual diet. So how does the Sirtfood diet work? It's basically 21 days that are split into two different phases. Phase 1 is a 7-day calorie restriction and Sirtfood rich diet. And phase 2 is 14 days, and that's more of the maintenance phase of the diet. So there's less of a calorie restriction, but it still has those Sirtfood rich meals. But let's dig in deeper into this phase 1. So days 1 through 3 contain only 1,000 calories. Can you believe that? 1,000 calories. That's ridiculous right off the bat. But anyway, let's continue. So 1,000 calories that are spread between 3 of the Sirtfood rich juices, which are only about 100 calories, 1 Sirtfood rich meal, and 2 Sirtfood bite snacks or dark chocolate. Now, again, I am shocked. But 1,000 calories, really? That's what we're talking? It's not enough by any means. Now, day 4 is a little bit better. You go up to 1,500 calories, and you're basically reducing a juice and adding a meal. So you have 2 juices and 2 meals, but you don't have any kind of alcohol. You're able to drink water, tea, coffee, green tea, all of these things freely, which I think is pretty reasonable. Now, phase 2 of the Sirtfood diet includes 3 Sirtfood rich meals and 1 green juice. So thankfully, less juice and more actual food. And plus you can have 1 to 2 of those Sirtfood bites, which I've heard so many Raven reactions about. I want to make them and try them myself just because they sound amazing. So the good thing about phase 2 is that it's less on that calorie restriction. You can actually add in some red wine here because, again, red wine has those great polyphenols and antioxidants and everything that we need for that heart health in there. So you can have 2 to 3 glasses per week of that red wine in addition to your water, your green tea, or any coffee that you're drinking. Okay, I want to check in on you. Is this making sense? From what you've heard so far, would you try this diet? Comment yes or no below in the comments. Now let's get back. Overall, in their book, they do recommend that you continue after the 21 days eating those Sirtfood rich foods, which I think overall is great. And you can continue drinking your green juice. And they also suggest that phases 1 to 2 can be repeated as necessary for a health boost or if you just kind of gotten off track to get you back on track and eating well. Now, remember how I said at its heart, it's a diet and unsustainable? Well, it is. It is a science-backed diet, but still overall it is a diet. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off sustainably is not to do something drastic like only eat 1,000 calories. That is not okay, all right? Just want to make that clear. Here's how I wish the Sirtfood diet went. These foods are really amazing. Really? Yeah, if you eat them, they're gonna help your heart, they're gonna reduce inflammation, improve your skin, and even help you lose weight. Really? That sounds amazing. I think I'll try that. Yeah, you can just add them to your regular meals and voila, you're gonna be healthier. It could have been something like that. Yes, that was cheesy, I know, but it's so simple. My method would have been to just add these foods to what we're currently eating. And that's really the best way to do it, to add these foods in to get those benefits. And overall, as you add more of these foods and you're getting those benefits, you're not gonna crave the other ones as much. You're not gonna eat as much of the other foods that may not be the best for you. I'm not saying that you have to cut anything out because that is definitely my method of just being able to be intuitive and listening to your body and what it's telling you should be eating. Not taking everything away, not restricting, but really listening to your body and giving it the things that it needs in balance and in moderation. I hope that you get my point here with all of this dieting information, that really what it boils down to is add these things to your diet. So here are the top Sirtuian foods. Now, looking at all of these, are there any that stand out to you, like foods you already eat? Foods that you think, I didn't know they were great for me. I think I'll add some of these into my diet. I hope so. I definitely want you to be eating more of these foods because they are amazing foods overall. It doesn't have to be a juice cleanse, or it doesn't have to be this extreme method of doing things. Really, again, it boils down to just eating all of these things that are great for you as much as you can, and eating the other things in moderation, but enjoying your life. Overall, I want to take a tip from Nike and just do it, right? Except here, I'm gonna say, just eat it. Just eat these foods. Just eat the foods that your body is telling you to eat, rather than avoiding them and then binging on them later and feeling bad about it. Now, if you want to learn more how to do exactly what I just said, to stop the binges, to stop the restrictive cycles and being frustrated about dieting, then I would recommend that you check out my program, the Cultivate Nutrition Academy, where I teach you exactly how to do this step by step, how to stop dieting, to start eating for your body and enjoying what you eat each and every day while still losing weight and enjoying your life. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. And it is actually done in a very healthy way, so you are ultimately treating your body the best that it can be, which is what we're all here for, right? So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like, go ahead and sub, hit that bell so you can hear about the next video that is coming out, and go ahead and let me know in the comments below which one of these you're gonna start adding into your meals each and every day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.